Well, Coach, tell me a little bit about what you know about Middle Tennessee. Obviously, they had that run in the conference tournament and made it to the NCAA tournament. But what is it about them? What do they do best, really? What does the Kermit Davis team do best?
Well, first, I think Coach Davis is a tremendous coach. Not only last year, but for his entire career. The guy has won in a lot of different places and has done a great job building a tremendous program there at MTSU. They do a lot of things well. They play man-to-man, they play zone, they have switching zones, they have a lot of different set plays. They're a difficult cover. They are a heavy scout, and you've got to be very prepared to play them. And they've developed some very good players over the years that are fearless and can really produce. So I feel like Coach Davis is a great standard bearer for this conference and has done a great job building that program.
Was there a player last year that really stood out in my team?
They had several. I was very impressed with Upshaw. I thought that he is just very versatile inside and out. Of course, Giddy Potts, you felt like you were surprised when he missed a shot. The guy shot the ball extremely well and found his spots and made some great plays. But those two players certainly stood out last year, and of course they're back, so they'll be very good again.
Coach, talk about what it's been like to make the transition, getting a job and moving forward and putting the staff together. Let's take us through that.
Well, I think anytime you become a head coach, it's first a dream come true. It's something I've wanted to do for a very long time. You have a lot of plans that you've put in place to get organized, and number one is putting a great staff together. And felt very fortunate to have a group of very qualified coaches, some really good people, some great mentors of young men. And then it's getting to know the players, and those are really the most important people in the whole program. It's their program, these players, and we become shepherds and mentors for them and want to get to know them and their families as much as possible.
Practice has been going on for maybe a week and a half at the most. What have you seen so far? Is it a long will it be a long basketball IQ or a short basketball IQ?
Well, we always have room for improvement, and that's something that we're preaching every day, is just find a way to do some little thing a little bit better the next day. And I think we're doing that. We've got some young players in the program. We've got some experienced players as well. It's just finding that mix and getting everybody on the same page is what we're working towards.
Speaking of that, guys that have made it to this point, now they're upperclassmen, now they have to take a leadership role and ownership of the team. What's been their contribution so far from just a couple of days? Because in all season, everybody's got a responsibility to take care of, but now balls are bouncing.
That's right. Well, I'm very happy with our upperclassmen. They've been through the battles before, and now they're teaching the younger guys of what it's all about, the type of speed, the type of strength, the type of aggressiveness to play with. Eric McCree is one of our seniors. He's been, this will be his third year in the program and third year on the floor rather, but was second team All-League last year, has really worked hard, has put himself in a position to have a fantastic year, and is leading by example for our younger players.
Middle Tennessee, made that run. Everybody had a shot. UAB. Talk about where this league has made an upward mobile slope, where on any given night, home or on the road, if you don't bring it, what as an outsider would deem bottom feeders, this league doesn't have any right now. Everybody's made that move and made that step up, either through coaching of players or whatever. The conference now is rising.
It's a great league. There's tremendous coaches. There's schools that provide tremendous support to their programs, and there's some terrific players in this league. Every night, no matter where you're playing, you're gonna be in for a great challenge. And the road trips are fantastic. You play Thursday, Saturday. You're in different cities all over the country. It's a league where you get to see the country, play in great venues, and see some of the greatest basketball that Division I college basketball has to offer.
Talk about that Thursday, Saturday. It's not a bad day. You got a day in a week, but you also had a weekend. You got that Saturday where you can grab hold and own it. What the conference schedule is setting up like that? How does that work? Is it good, bad?
Well, I think it's It's the same for everybody, obviously. You have Thursday, Saturday at home, and you may have Thursday, Saturday on the road. So always it's challenging to play road games, but you're on the road and you're in for 2 games in some terrific environments with a travel day in between. You've got to be prepared, and the guys have to be locked in, coaching staffs and everybody, and you're just scratching and clawing and find any way you can to get one of those road victories.
What's it been like to just watching your eyes, the underclassmen? You talked about the leadership of the group, the underclassmen, guys you brought in that are new to the program. Is there anybody so far standing out that looks like, might break that first 8? Might break looks like 10, but yeah, there's a couple I see might be in that first 8.
Well, we have 4 brand new players in the program. A 5th who will medically redshirt this year with a knee injury he sustained in the high school playoffs. But all 4 of them have a chance to help us this year. 3 of them are freshmen. One is a junior college transfer. His name's Omar Sherman. Played his freshman year at the University of Miami. He started 10 games there, and I think he's got a real opportunity to help us in the front court. And then our 3 freshmen, 2 of them are from the Dallas area here in Texas, and Jalen Harris at the combo guard position. He can play multiple spots. He's 6'4", can play the 1, 2, or 3 for us. Talented scorer out of Duncanville High School. And then Oliver Powell, as a 6'8", 230-pound forward, can play both front court spots for us. He's from Rowlett, Texas. And then Daquan Bracey is a 5'10" guard out of Baltimore, Maryland. Very quick. He's got a slick handle, and he's going to help us as well. So I expect a lot of things out of our underclassmen, our new players, mixing in with the experience that we have.
2 last things. Non-conference schedule sets up to take you all where?
We've got some challenging opponents. We're going to have several games at home. We're going to play games on the road at Nebraska, at South Carolina, at Cal. We'll be at Louisiana Lafayette. And then we'll have a host of home games and a neutral site game. And our whole mission in our non-conference is to challenge ourselves for a very competitive Conference USA schedule. Also to play in some great venues, to play against some other terrific teams from other very strong leagues.
Is there anything else going on campus at La Tech? You know, I know it's the middle of football season, but basketball is staying right there in front of everybody. And unlike football, you all have the one tournament. Everybody's just dumped into it, and you take your shot, 1 in, 1 out.
It's an exciting time to be on Louisiana Tech's campus. It's first from an athletic standpoint, we were one of just 5 teams in the country to have a basketball team win over 20 games, a baseball team win over 40 games, a football team win over 9 games. It's so much fun to be on a campus where there's a lot of student athletes really trying to achieve, and then academically our school is really expanding as well. We've got more students than ever before. We've got buildings sprouting up on campus all over the place. The leadership that Dr. Geis, our president, has provided, and our athletic director, Tommy McClellan, has just been outstanding.
All right, Coach, I want to thank you for your time. This is Jerry Lee Woodley Jr., Lee College Sports Report.
Thank you.